that train loud. Ooh, should have brought some water. I might have to go in the house and put on my shirt. Oh yeah, I might have to go put a shirt on. Hey Phoenix, you know what? I'm about to run in the house right quick and get a shirt. It's warm in the house and it fooled me. It's a little windy out here. I'm gonna run in the house, get a shirt, and I'll be right back. So if anybody come in, just tell them I ran in the house to put on a shirt. Okay, somebody is coming out here at night knocking over my gnomes. And I want to know, is it that little stanky skunk that my husband almost got sprayed by a skunk last night when he got off work? He said he got out the truck and he walked around the truck. He don't park in the garage. He parked outside the garage. So he got out the truck, walked around the truck, and looked back and beep beep put the alarm on. And he said when he put the alarm on, the skunk comes walking out from under the truck and lifted his tail. And my husband said he just froze. Because, if you make a sudden movement, that would trigger them to spray you. My husband said he just froze. And then the skunk was like, okay, you ain't trying to hurt me. And he walked into on the other side of the yard. And my husband was able to come in the gate and close the gate. But he was like, babe, he almost got me. So then, Gizmo gets to go outside one last time around 2 o'clock in the morning. So then my husband had to come outside first, make sure the skunk hadn't got in the backyard, because he does get back here. He comes through our side gate both of the gates you can access from the front of the house. So he comes in that way and he comes back here. He's looking for water. There's no, there's no source of water back here. But see, the thing is, my neighbor has a fountain on his porch. And I don't think he turns that fountain off even at night. I think that thing runs all the time. Why are these birds, hawks, flying around the house? Is there something dead down there? And I think that's where the skunks and the raccoons get water from my neighbors. Yeah, these hawks are flying real low. I don't know if it's something in that. Something's got to be down there that they trying to get. I'm so nosy. I can't even concentrate. Hold on, y'all. I don't see anything. But they flying around, and those are definitely hawks. Those aren't blackbirds. Okay. If they come over here, I'm gone. I will leave y'all. Hey, Diana. Who else is here? Hey, Kimberly. No, what football player that died? I ain't heard that. I ain't heard about that. But let's talk about this Michael Oher story. And if you guys don't know who that is, it is this football player who the movie The Blind Side was. The movie is loosely based off of his life. And I say loosely based because a lot of things that were in the movie were not true. So many things that were in the movie were not true, to the point where Michael Oher had came out a couple of years ago and was like, I hate that movie. I don't like that movie. Okay, Phoenix. He said he didn't like the movie because a lot of stuff that was in the movie wasn't true. So I'm gonna read the story so I can get the facts straight, because if I say it, I'm probably gonna be up in here saying anything. So it says retired NFL star Michael Oher, whose supposed adoption out of grinding poverty by a wealthy white family was immortalized in the 2009 movie The Blind Side, petitioned a Tennessee court Monday with allegations that a central element of the story was a lie concocted by the family to enrich itself at his expense. The 14-page petition filed in Shelby County, Tennessee probate court alleges that Sean and Leanne Tooley, which was the white couple that supposedly adopted him, who took Oher into their house as a high school student, never adopted him. Instead, less than 3 months after Oher turned 18 in 2004, the petition says the couple tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators, which gave them legal authority to make business deals in his name. The petition further alleges that the Tolleys used their power as conservators to strike a deal that paid them and their 2 birth children millions of dollars in royalties from an Oscar-winning film that earned more than $300 million, while Oher got nothing for his story. that would not have existed without him. In the years since, the Tollys have continued calling the 37-year-old Michael Orr their adopted son and have used that assertion to promote their foundation as well as Leanne Tolley's work as an author and motivational speaker. The lie of Michael's adoption is one upon which conservator Leanne Tolley and Sean Tolley have enriched themselves at the expense of the war, the undersigned Michael Orr. The legal filing says Michael discovered this lie to his chagrin and embarrassment in February of this year, when he learned that the conservatorship, to which he consented on the basis that doing so would make him a member of the Tolley family, in fact provided him no familiar relationship with the Tolleys. The Tolley family did not immediately return phone calls Monday to numbers listed for them. Their attorney, Steve Farce, declined comment to ESPN on Monday, saying the family would file a legal response to the allegation in the upcoming weeks. So they done made a whole movie about this young man and then made millions of dollars and been lying to him this whole time, telling the whole wide world that he was their adopted son. When he got drafted, I remember when he got drafted in the NFL, they stood up there with him. This is our adopted son. I watched that movie thinking these people, you know, when I saw the movie, it just came off as this white savior complex. And that irks me. Because they made him so dumb. You know, they made him dumb in school. They made him dumb in football, like he didn't know anything about football. They even had their little boy teaching him football plays. And this young man said he was already playing basketball, football, and I think baseball before he even met these damn white people. But I guess it looked good for the movie, you know, for Hollywood. Because, you know, they want to portray us as stupid anyway. Anytime they can show us as dumb for one thing. Dumb. They love to show black people as dumb. And there's always going to be a white person to come in and save us. Now, yes, this young man did have, you know, some family issues. Like his mother was on drugs. I don't know. I'm not really sure what happened to his father. But, you know, in the movie, they had him walking down the street in shorts and a t-shirt in the rain. Where you going, Michael? Oh, I don't, you know. Oh, here we are to save you. Here we are to save the day. Here come Captain Whitehead and her husband, John, to save the black kid who has nobody to help him. And he did have somebody, you know, helping him. He was staying with somebody. But he goes on to stay with this family that he thought cared about him. He really thought these people cared about him. And come to find out, we don't care nothing about you, boy. We just thought you was going to make some money and we wanted to attach ourselves to you to get some of that money. We don't care nothing about you. You thought we cared about you? Why would you think that? We don't care shit about you. We care about that money. I knew it. I knew it. I just that the movie I did not like the movie. Like other people was like, oh, it was such a good movie. It pulled on it pulled on your heartstrings. But I don't like that those white savior. Here comes somebody white to adopt this poor black child. We pulled you up out of poverty, and you go on to play for the NFL, and we're sitting in box seats because we the ones helped that Negro. When I saw the movie, I was like, oh, I don't like this shit. I don't like it. Because I couldn't believe this boy had absolutely no talent until these white people found him. Ah! I knew something was fucking crawling on me. Hold on, let me make sure it ain't whatever there was that was crawling on me ain't got no friend. Let me put my feet up. When I saw that movie, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like movies like that. I just had a feeling that it was too white savior. It was too much. It was too white savior for me. And I hope he got a good lawyer. I hope he got a good lawyer and they get all of his money. Because these people that made, and the crazy thing was, not only did they take the money and lie to him and tell him he was part of the family, they took the money and set their own kids up. Their own children benefited for this shit from his stuff, and he didn't. Not only did we not adopt you, but we took money from you and gave it to our real children, our biological. You ain't never gonna be part of this family. We took your money and gave it to our biological children to set them up forever. F you. You was poor when we met you, so you don't need no money. What you need money for? You didn't have money when we met you. And it seemed like they had money when they met Michael. They already had a little bit of money. But honey, after they got Michael's money, they had more money. Because then the wife went on to be a best-selling author behind Mike's story. So they got more money, more money, more money. And Mike didn't get shit. You see some start setting up GFMs for black people who they want to exploit. You remember that couple who didn't want to give up money they allegedly raised for 6 black persons experiencing issues. Which one was that? Shit, it's so many times that black people done got exploited. You know who I'm waiting for? You know who I'm waiting for their kids to come out and say something? Madonna. Madonna. Madonna's children are going to come out eventually and say something about her. Because I heard that Madonna be treating them black kids hecka crazy. She won't let them read books. She don't let them, there's certain periods of time in the house where they can talk and can't talk. Her house has to be quiet. Madonna's kids is going to come out and write a book. Watch and see. Then we going to hate her ass. I didn't already heard snippets of how she run her household. And you know Madonna then adopted all them black kids. They eventually gonna come out and talk about her ass. It's coming. Then Madonna ass gonna be canceled. But I hope Michael get. I hope he get all his money. I really do. Because they did him like Britney Spears' daddy did her. That with that conservatorship. When you a conservator over somebody, you got access to all. You control all their money. So the only thing that they probably weren't controlling was the money that he got from the NFL. That because that had to have been under another contract. But all he didn't get no money from the movie. They got all that. And somebody said it was they thought it was kind of weird that they didn't come to Michael's wedding. I didn't know anything about that, but I had saw that on the comment in under one of these threads. They were like it was kind of strange that they weren't at his wedding. You his mama and daddy, and you not at his wedding because you ain't his mama and daddy. They didn't even adopt him. I got adopted when I was 5 years old. When I was old enough to understand everything, my mother sat me down, showed me the adoption papers, talked to me about the process. On my birth certificate, it says single parent adoption. My birth certificate, when I don't know how they do it now. I don't know if it's the same way. But I was adopted in 1969. This is how they did it. This is what my birth certificate looks like. Under mother, it has my mom's name. Under father, my father had, who would have adopted me, he had passed. It says single parent adoption. Big ass letters. And then it goes on to list the hospital where I was born, all the other regular information, the birthing information, all of that is the same. They just took out my biological mother and biological father's name completely off the birth certificate. Everything else for your regular birth record is there. But biggest day across the birth certificate, it says single parent adoption. So he never saw his adoption papers because he was old enough to have been present during his adoption. He never went through that. He never saw those papers. He wasn't adopted. Because all of those things have to be changed when you're adopted. Because you can even take your adopted parents' last name. I have my adopted mother and father's last name, not my biological dad, in which that was my last name until I was adopted. Because that was one of the things that my father, even though he didn't make it, he had cancer, and he started the adoption with my mom, but he didn't live to see the adoption through. But he wanted me to have his last name. He wanted my last name changed to Williams. And they made sure that they did that. So all of those things should have taken place. Like everything, if they had adopted him legally, all of those things would have been changed. So it never happened. So they took all of this young man's money and didn't adopt him. She called her black son the N word. Yeah, I really believe that something's gonna come out about her, because I don't know if this was written by. This was a article. This was in an article, and I don't know if one of the housekeepers had came out and said it or what, but they said that Madonna is weird. They're the kids are the only books that the kids are allowed to read are the books that Madonna has written. The fuck? That Let me see if I can Google this. Here we go, right here. 15 unusual rules that Madonna's children have to follow. They must follow a macrobiotic meal plan. TV, magazines, and newspapers are banned. No leaving your clothes on the floor. That makes sense. Phones allowed only after a certain age. Kabbalah water only. I heard that. So they can only drink Kabbalah water. This is water that's been prayed over and treated a certain way. Like they can't drink water out the fountain. Now, leaving your clothes on the floor makes sense. This about the only thing that makes sense. No toys that are spiritually unsound or ethically unclean. Oh, so it's like cruelty-free toys. So it's like vegan toys. Madonna weird as hell. No clothes made out of man-made fibers. So it says new clothes were to be bought, but they had to be made from natural fibers such as cotton or wool as opposed to man-made fibers such as polyester. Her kids can't wear no polyester. They must talk to Madonna a specific number of times during the day. Another rule that seems normal at first glance but rather strange when you look into it is one that states that Madonna's children must talk to her every day when they are away. This is another one of those rules from the infamous list which Richie received upon his and Madonna's separation. So I guess when they go stay with their dad, they have to call Madonna a certain amount of time. No boyfriends or girlfriends and dates supervised by a bodyguard. so the kids can date until they turned 18. She has strict rules about homework and school. That makes sense unless she just went overboard with it. The little ones are only allowed to read books written by Madonna. If Madonna didn't write it, they can't read it. Oh, and she had some weird thing about the kids cleaning their hands. Like she was weird about, she was obsessed with disinfecting and the kids cleaning their hands. Madonna is a weirdo. Oh, and there's so, and now this isn't weird to me about her being obsessed with watching what the kids post and do on social media. I believe all parents should do that. And with her being who she is, of course you want to watch what your kids do on social media. So I don't find that particular thing as strange. And okay, the number one thing is she wants to decide their future. So she wants to tell the kids what they can and cannot do in their future, like what they do when they grow up. It says a few years ago, in an attempt to control her son Roscoe's future, she threatened him with military school in order to straighten him out. These kids, after they get a certain age, they're going to come out and tell. Because Madonna sounds crazy. You sound like an eccentric, crazy ass person. She gonna be she gonna be the next celebrity eventually to get canceled because her kids are gonna come out and tell, my life with Madonna. Cause she adopted all these kids. Well, all the black ones. They gonna come out and tell their story about her, and it ain't gonna be cute, and we ain't gonna like her. Cause from some of that stuff, I'm like, damn, living with her ass is like living in a prison. We can't. The little kids can't read no books unless you wrote them. What if I don't want to read your book? I want to read The Cat in the Hat or Good Night Moon. If you didn't buy your kids Good Night Moon, don't talk to me, cause that's one of my favorite books. I love that book. We still got a copy of that book somewhere in this house. I read that to my kids and my grandkids. Well, a spiritually unsound toy is, like guns and Nerf guns and probably military toys, GI Joe. Me and my husband was talking about GI Joe the other day. I think I'm gonna get him a GI Joe for Christmas. Yeah, she is. She sound like a mommy dearest. No wire hangers. Okay, so I wanted to see that movie so bad. Me and my friends cut school. This was the first time I ever cut school. And I almost got caught. So we went to the movie. We cut school and went to the movie theater because we all wanted to see it. There was about five of us. I'm scared the whole time. Okay? Scared to death. So I had told my mother that it was going to be a basketball game, that I was going to the game after school. So the movie was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. And I was probably like in maybe the 10th grade or something, 10th or 11th grade. And the movie was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. And the movie theater was farther away from the school than, so it was a longer ride home. And I didn't take that into consideration. This just goes to show how dumb you are as a teenager. I didn't take none of that into consideration, that I was going to get home later than I normally do, even if I had went to a basketball game. So I get home and my mother was like, why did the game last so long? Why are you here this late? And I was like, oh, went into like overtime or something. And my mother was like, you know that I know you lying and you about to make me mad. But I hurried up and went to my room and was like, oh, I gotta do my homework. But she almost got me. She didn't get me. She almost got me though. But we wanted to see that movie. We had been planning it all week. Okay, so we gonna just meet up after this class and then we just gonna sneak out. And we did. We did that. And we went to the movies and saw it. Instead of just meeting up on the weekend, but where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in meeting up on the weekends and just going to see a movie when you could just sneak and go away from school and go see it? It was worth it too. That movie was hella good. No wire hangers ever. She was mad as hell about the wire. She was hot. She was like, I pay all this money for these expensive clothes and you put them on wire hanger. I will never, as long as I live, I will never forget that scene. I love that shit. Oh my God, you got to see it. You have to see it. I think it's on YouTube. Please go. If it's not, find it. That movie is the bomb. It is so good. It's a classic. That scene is the whole movie is good though. And then once you watch that, you will fall into, fall down the rabbit hole of all the rest of her movies. Like, that movie is good. And Hush Hush, Sweet Charlotte. That's another one that's real good. You got to fall down the rabbit hole. Betty Davis, Olivia de Havilland, and Joseph Cotton. Hush Hush, Sweet Charlotte. Betty Davis did some good movies back in the day, though. It's on Vudu or Prime. Oh, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go watch it today, cause I ain't seen this in a long time. Gosh, that came out at the year I was born, 1964. Hey, Sundrop. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Yes. Yes, that's another good one. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? All them old movies. I love them old black and white movies. So you do know that, maybe you guys don't know, but I'm going to tell you, Uh, the Birds was filmed here in Bodega Bay, which is Alfred Hitchcock has like when you go to Bodega Bay, there's like stores that sell all kind of Alfred Hitchcock memorabilia, and the church and the school that is in the movie The Birds is still standing to this day. Let me see if I can find it, because we went there every time we go to Bodega Bay. We always go there, and I think it had came up in my memories on Facebook not too long ago. Cause did we go there for my birthday? I don't know, child. Oh, my birthday Thursday, y'all. I want y'all to show out for my birthday, okay? I want y'all to be like, happy birthday, Amasha! This the last year of my 50s. I'm 59. I'll be 59, 59, 59. This is it. This is it. We're going to go out with a bang. Actually, I thought we was going to go out with a bang, but we ain't going to do too much because we are having to buy a car. So I told my husband, let's not go out with a bang. Let's just kind of fizzle out until we get this car. And then, oh, is this it? Yeah. That's the church. And I think right next to it is the school, which is also in the movie. So if you ever get a chance to go to Bodega Bay, and it has a plaque on there, saying that this is the site of blah, 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 blah. And the church is a actual church where people go to church. And I think it's a cemetery behind it and stuff. I don't think the school is just a landmark that they're keeping there, but the church is the actual church where they have actual service. But Bodega Bay is the site that Alfred Hitchcock chose to film a lot of his movies, because it's a very beautiful area. Very beautiful. And it's close to LA. So he would go to Bodega Bay, film a lot of his movies, go back to LA, edit and do all that stuff there. So and it's a little small area. Bodega Bay is not a huge city. So that whole little area, all the little shops and stuff you go in, they have like Alfred Hitchcock postcards and memorabilia. One place has this big life-size cutout of Alfred Hitchcock out front that you can take pictures with and stuff. So when I'm pretty sure I want to go back before, I want to drive back down there before the summer ends, because it's a beautiful place. The last time we went down there, we actually saw a dolphin swimming in the water. It was, where else would it be swimming, Lashana? In the ocean? I mean, in the sky? We saw a dolphin swimming. Just like came up. So I was like, oh my God, a dolphin. Oh, some beautiful, it's the type of restaurants that you could go to that have these spectacular views of the ocean and stuff. Really nice seafood places, barbecue places. Just really nice area. If you ever make it to the Bay Area, go to Bodega Bay. It's a lot of places in the Bay Area. I mean, I love animal and insect movies too. You know what my favorite old movie is? Is this movie called Them. And it's about these big ass ants. That is my favorite movie. It's a older, not this. It's a old school movie. It's these big ass ginormous ants. I love this movie. It's 1954. Look, look, look for that movie. Joan Crawford had a very controversial life, and so did Betty Davis. Yeah, I heard they did. Wasn't Joan Crawford like, no, Betty Davis. Wasn't Betty Davis mean in real life to her kids, though? Girl, we loved our cartoon. She just died. Have you seen Feud, the show about the filming of whatever happened to Baby Jane? No, I don't think. No, I haven't seen that. I like to watch how movies were made too. No, I'm gonna have to look that up. Empire of the Ants. Oh, I'm gonna have to find that. I loved them old um thriller movies. Some of the old, even though we have great CGI now, and we can make stuff look so realistic now. I still love some of them older movies, and you could tell the people in a damn costume, like the creature from the what is it? The creature from the Black Lagoon. The Woman. I'm gonna have to check that out. Joan Crawford was the one who had the wire hangers fit, but Betty Davis' daughter wrote a book about her too. I know one of them, they daughters or one of their kids said that they was mean for real, for real. Like she wasn't playing. Yeah, I like Dorothy Dandridge. Oh, I like all kind of movies about insects, earthquakes. I like thrillers though. I've seen Tremors. My husband likes that movie kind of like a little bit more than I do. I like end of the world type movies, disaster movies, all of those. Like that's my that's definitely my zhuzh. I've been drinking this coffee for like an hour. This is a huge ass Starbucks cup. I know somebody got that for Christmas. That whole a bucket of coffee. Christina Crawford was the one who wrote the most infamous book, Mommy Dearest, about her abuse at the hands of Joan. It was a rough read. It was. But shit, the movie, the movie was bad. Betty Davis' daughter wrote a similar book called My Mother's Keeper. So they both had issues. But were they alcoholics? Didn't one of them drink? Women, women back then in the movie industry and stuff was going through a lot. No, I know. I thought you said that's what it was. I'm gonna look for it because one of the woman that plays the main character in The Birds, she said that Alfred Hitchcock was tried to blackball her after The Birds because he was trying to get at her, and she didn't want him, and he tried to blackball her and tried to do something to her and stuff. Women went through a lot back then that were actresses. Like, these men was stressing him out. Yeah, they were. I think she said he assaulted her when she didn't react well to his advancement because he had put her in a few movies, and she was like, all right, well, thank you, I'm an actress, Tippi Hedren. And she said when she turned him down, he was like, how dare you? But Alfred Hitchcock was not the most attractive man. He was short and fat and funny looking. She didn't want his ass. She was pretty and young. Yeah, he tried to do all kind of stuff to her. That's Melanie Griffin's mother? I didn't know that. Yeah, they said they did all kind of stuff to Shirley Temple. Put her in bad positions, put her in dresses that would be longer in the front and short in the back. So her panties would be showing and stuff, and sitting her on all these men's laps and passing her around to all these different men and stuff. Yeah, she said he wasn't nice. He was talented. He was a talented man. He made some really good movies. But yeah, she said, nah, that man was crazy. Oh, they abused Judy Garland too. A lot of these women in Hollywood, have suffered at the hands of men. A lot of them. You would think that, like, we always have this idea that white women are put on a pedestal, but they got they got abused too, especially in Hollywood. They didn't make a lot of them didn't make the money that they, of course, their counterparts were making. And then, get your ass off my computer. And then they were being put in positions where, they were abused or tried to be taken advantage of sexually and everything. I shouldn't even be out here. It's windy. I mean, it's not hella windy, but it's just windy enough to be kicking up this pollen. And then I go in the house and my nose gonna be stopped up. Every time I come out here and look at my plants, I'll be like, all right, I got to move my little gnome garden because August is going to be over in a minute. We probably got September. September will still be nice because we get Indian summers here. So the summer will go into September. So I probably got another month to keep my little gnome garden up front. Then I'm gonna move everybody to the back because it don't rain on the side of the house as much as it. Back here it'll be real windy once the weather starts to change. Yeah, that's Martin and Tisha. They had their issues. So women go through it in Hollywood. Well, the whole white and black thing, that's a whole nother subject. We know how, you know, black actresses and singers and stuff, how they were treated so differently in Hollywood. Well, Marilyn Monroe, she had her own issues. She I think she suffered from depression. She had a lot going on that was more than what was going on in Hollywood. She had her own internal issues. I guess my family just gonna sleep all day. I don't know. I don't know about Halle Berry. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I haven't followed her like that. Where did her abuse come from? Somebody she was in a relationship with? I don't even know who Halle Berry is in a relationship with now. I don't really follow her like that. Marilyn Monroe and Dorothy Dandridge were friends. Hmm. Yeah, Hollywood used to, well, and it probably still is. She's with a musician from my hometown, Van Hunt. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She with this, I think I saw a picture of, I think I saw a picture of them together. He brought her on stage or something. I saw a picture of them together somewhere. Wesley Snipes abused her. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Gosh. She's from Cleveland and he's from Dayton. Oh, okay. They hometown folks. That's about all I got, y'all. I don't know anything that Michael Orr. That's the biggest story right now in the news because it looks like everybody has picked that story up. ESPN, CNN, everybody is talking about that story. And I really hope that this young man is able to retain an attorney that sue the shit out these people and get his money back. Because, like, it's a special place in hell for people that do stuff like this. Like, you lied to this man, making him think that he was a part of your family and that he was adopted, only to find out not only was he not adopted, you had just signed papers of conservatorship just to get his money. It's a special ass place in hell for you. A special place in hell. You need to go straight to hell. And it don't make him no better that it's even worse that you white and you did something like this to a black person. Because I'm gonna keep it one. I'm gonna keep it 100, and I know y'all about to get mad at me, and I don't care. It always seems weird to me anyway when white people go out their way to adopt black children. It just seems strange to me. Why? Why are you doing it? It just never sit. That shit never sits right in my spirit. You rarely see us going out of our way to adopt a white child. It always just a little tinge, just a little in my spirit goes off when I see it. It really does. When I see that, I just be like, why? Even with Madonna, why she want all them little black kids? It's like she collecting trophies or Pokemon or something. Gotta catch them all. Yeah, and Angelina Jolie. They made so much money off the movie The Blind Side. Not only did they make money off of the movie, but they turned around and wrote a book after that and made money off of that and started a foundation, and it's kind of like using him to. It is fetish. It's a fetish. It definitely is, Phoenix. I don't think it's them trying to say sorry for say no. I don't. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's weird to me. It's strange, and I just don't believe in some of these situations that these, white people are helping these black children. A lot of these, white people, you go out, you adopt these black children, you don't know how to do their hair, you don't allow them to have anything to do with their own culture. I was watching, this is completely off subject now. But yesterday I was watching Be Love and her son. I like when they do videos together. But it was something that her son said yesterday. So her son was saying that he goes to a predominantly white institution, a PWI. And it was the way he said it. You know, like it put him above other people, other black people. And he was like, the majority of my education has been in PWI. So I guess the high school that he went to was predominantly white. And now the college that he's at is predominantly white. But you still black. You still black. I don't care how many white schools you go to or what your association to whiteness is. You still black. The world is still going to look at you like a black man. I don't care how you associate to white people or blend in with white people, you still gonna be black. It was just the way he kept saying, I go to a PWI. My whole education since high school has been PWI. And I was just looking at him like, and you still black. You can be as PWI, you can go to PWI until you die. You still black. The world is still going to see you as a black man. I don't care how many degrees you get from a PWI, you still a black man. You may as well have went to a HBCU. It was just the way he said it. Yeah, he has no ownership of his story or his image. They got all that. Phoenix said, I went to a PWI and regretted I should have been insulated and tried for HBCU if I could do it over. I'm trying to get my granddaughter to go to a HBCU. I want her to go to a HBCU so bad. There's a white man on TikTok who exposed that when black people leave a room, how white people talk about black people. I can imagine. Phoenix said, I went to two PWIs. I regret the first more than the second. Yeah, I hope all my grandkids go to HBCUs. I done already planted that seed in my granddaughter. She only in the ninth grade. And I'm gonna talk to my grandson, he in the 10th grade. I wanna see if he'll go to HBCU. I wanna be an HBCU granny. I wanna be that so bad. Cause honey, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be that grandmother to be sending money just so my kids can buy me T-shirts at the from their school thing. Send me all the T-shirts. I'm sending you $100, $200. Send me the T-shirts so I can get a white fly, so I can wear the T-shirts of your school. I moved from a black school to a predominantly white school in a good neighborhood. They told my mother it was an experience to see which black kids would be successful later in life. I went to a predominantly black high school. It was only a couple of, I think three just all white kids. Three kids, and they were the Crestas. They were a family. They were brother and sisters. And then it was like Mexican, Samoan, Asian, Filipino, but white, very few. I ran across one of your older videos where you had to put that spiritual work on that racist who threatened you. That video is still up? I thought I had privatized that video. I thought I put that video on private. You saw it recently? I thought for sure I put that video on private. Because I went back and put a lot of those videos on private. I may have left that one because he got on my nerves. Yeah, it's some videos where I was cutting up. I have put those on private. I don't cut up like that no more. But I remember that. He got on my nerves. And you know what? After that, I went back and I looked for him. This sucker, he done been homeless. He done went through it. He done been homeless. He got kicked out of his apartment. He he went through it. He really did. But he deserved that. Cause he got on that he rubbed me the wrong way that day. Oh, he lost it all. He was like living on the beach in Malibu. I mean, Malibu is a nice place. If you're gonna be homeless, it ain't no better place to be homeless. But yeah, he was like living out of his car. He went through it. And I never went back to gloat or anything. But honey, he pissed me off. I was like, oh no, that's what you not gonna do. You not gonna be racist? I don't know I can't even remember what he did to me, but whatever he did, he pissed me the hell off. And I went back to check on him a while later, and his ass was homeless. That's what he did, huh? He made some like weird comment about lynching. I kind of remember it. See, that's the type of person I am, though. When I do something or you do something to me, I ask God to remove that because I don't want to carry no hatred. If I don't go back and look at it, I may not even remember what happened. Like I don't even remember that shit until she brought it up. I asked God to remove that from me because I don't want to carry no hatred for nobody. I don't want to carry none of that shit. If I do a working, I'm going to let it all out then and I'm going to move on. Now, I may go back later on to see how things worked out for you and be like, oh, okay, that's that. Well, yeah, if you put people in a better situation, I think things do change. That's why they put black people, that's why they redlined schools and kept black people in the ghetto because they wanted to keep us down. Redlining is a thing. Look up redlining. There are videos on YouTube to show how they put a red line around certain cities and they want to keep all the black people out there and bring all the white people to the suburbs. They did that on purpose. They put clauses in houses that these houses will never be sold to anybody black. The grandfather clause. They did that on purpose. They put us out on purpose. They put us in the low income areas on purpose. Even when we had enough money to live there, they didn't want us there. They did stuff like that on purpose. And I think in certain areas, redlining is still a thing. And when you start people out, like you running a race and black people are 2 miles behind you, how they gonna catch up? We purposely put you away from us. You got enough money to come here. You working just like we are. You have the money to live in a decent area, but we won't let you here. We don't want you living next to us. We ain't do shit to you. It's still going on to this day. I don't think so. I don't think we do better by ourselves. And it's not even we do better by ourselves. What if I want to live in that area? Who are you to tell me I can't live there? It's wrong. And even when we were by ourselves and we did good, they still came in and tore that shit up. When we were by ourselves in Tulsa, had our own banks, stores, bakeries, barbershops, beauty shops, everything. They came in and tore that up. So we couldn't win for losing. We couldn't have anything because you don't want us with you. So when we go off and be by ourselves and we happy living our lives, not even messing with you, you look at that and be like, oh no, they're getting too much. Let's go over there and mess their stuff up over there. Yeah. But yeah, we had progress until they came over there and tore that up too. So we can't win either way, is what I'm saying. You don't want us with you. And then when we move away and have our own and we're minding our own business, oh no, they doing too much. Let's go over there and tear that up. Well, what the hell do you want us to do? These birds is freaking me out today. They doing all kind of aerial acrobatics and stuff. They better stay up in the sky. I know that. I know the watermelon stereotype came from somebody white. I know that. Rosewood, that movie was a true story of how a thriving black community was destroyed because a white woman lied and said a black man assaulted her. Imagine coming to a country that gave you free land and money to build, and you're jealous of the people who were stolen from their own homes and came with nothing. Like, we've always made something out of nothing. Look how we took chitlins and made that into something. Oxtails, the scraps. We didn't took the scraps and made it into something. The parts that the slave master didn't eat, we wouldn't throw it away, and we were able to season it and make it taste good. Chicken feet, not necks, because they wasn't eating necks. Turkey necks. The slave master wasn't eating no turkey necks. Honey, I could kill some turkey necks. The turkey necks, it's a lot of bone, but that meat in the turkey neck, that meat is so good. And if you cook it tender enough and put that over some rice, oh my God. My God. We took the scraps. Our ancestors did that. Took the scraps and made it good. My grandmother was a Black Panther, and she said they lied about them. They weren't radical, and they made the black community safe, and the whites destroyed it. A lot of black farmers started selling watermelon post emancipation and had a lot of financial success. They started with the cartoons and how disgusting it was to watch us eat it. Well, why was they watching us? I never forgot when I worked at the post office. Major of my co-workers were black many years ago. A white woman came on a job stating she could not believe all the nice cars in the parking lot. Haters, turkey tail with some black eyed peas. I never liked the turkey tail. But yeah, we ate all that. Well, our ancestors did. Mockery out of jealousy had us looking at our own selves differently the whole time. I think they should provide a program and funding for blacks to get their passports and go back home if they want, since they stole us and brought us here. But if we go back to Africa, we're not going to be accepted there. Most Africans look at us crazy. You know, a lot of countries have an innate hatred for Americans. We're not going to be accepted in Africa. And Africa is not one place. Like, we're not going to know where we're from in Africa, and who's to say that we will be accepted by them. And I don't want to go back to Africa. I didn't build Africa. We built America. I have been here 58 years. Why would I want to go to Africa and start over? I don't have a stake in Africa. I didn't pay taxes here in America my whole life. I'm not going to Africa. I don't have no desire to go back there. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm American. I'm not going to Africa. Well, if you want to learn how to do the bones, learn how to do it. I ain't had no turkey necks in a minute. And then the irony, they made us eat the scraps, and now they tell us we wrong for eating what they made us eat anyway. Many are accepted there, though, and have lived on the continent for decades. Yeah, but that's not my thing. I don't have a desire to go to Africa. If you want to go, if people want to go to Africa, more power to you. But from what I've seen in the African people that I have talked to here in America, with their attitudes, they have some of the same ignorant biases Africans do about the light skinned Americans. A lot of that ignorance that we have here in America, when they come over here from Africa, they have that same shit too. I've talked to so many African men. As a matter of fact, my pastor was African for a while. And we used to visit a lot of the African churches. And African women have, I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but it's something between them and us that I don't like. I don't like it. And I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know what it is. But I don't like it. I'm with you, Elma. I'm American. I'm, that whole African American thing. I don't know. There's some days when I'm just American. Both of my parents are American. I'm American. My mama said, when they first started this whole African American thing, my mama was like, I ain't from Africa. She was clear as day. I'm not from Africa. I don't know what this African American thing is. My mama was like, none of my people from Africa. If they was, it was way, 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 way before I was born. She said, I don't we don't know nobody African. We from Louisiana. Yeah, we all aren't from Africa. A lot of the Africans that I've met that came from Africa to the US have, I don't know, they weird. They're just, I don't know, they've put me in a position where I don't want to visit Africa. Or if I visit, it will be a short visit and I'm going to bring my ass back home. Africa has never been a place where, I've never been that person to be like, I want to live in Africa. I want to move back to Africa. And I used to say that, I want to visit. Before I, close my eyes, I want to at least set foot on African soil. I don't even feel that anymore. I don't even feel that. Like that desire for me to go back to Africa, that desire has left. Like it has dried the fuck up. It's gone. It really is. Yeah, I don't subscribe to Umar Johnson at all. Yeah, there's a huge split between Africans and African Americans. That's why I don't know. I don't feel like I would be comfortable in Africa. Plus, it's so different from America. You know what I mean? Everything is, I'm too comfortable. I'm too comfortable here in America to go to another country like that. Well, I don't feel like that. America is home for me. Maybe because I live in California and I've never experienced the deep south. I'm not going to say that I've never experienced racism because of course, I've met some racist people, but I feel like California is just totally different from people who have lived in the deep south or in the south. It's totally different. We're a little bit more progressive here, and since I've gotten older, of course I have blended in more with other cultures and stuff, and I'm more accepting of other cultures. I'm not going nowhere. I don't feel like I don't have a home. This is my home. America is my home. I'm American. I'm not going to feel at home anyplace else because that definitely ain't my home. You can't live your life feeling like you make where you are your home. And I think being comfortable in your own skin will help you be comfortable in your life. This is my home. This is where I live. I'm comfortable here. What goes on in the outside world, a lot of that shit, I don't allow it to affect me. What I see on the news, I'm only going to allow it to affect me to a certain degree. I'm not going to let it make me feel like, oh, the world is such a bad place. I don't feel comfortable. No, I'm not going to do that, because you're forever going to be uncomfortable. You'll never be happy. And I'm not going to live my life like that. America is my home. My ancestors built this country. I live here. I own this shit. My ancestors bled and died here. I have uncles who have served in the military. My husband served in the military. This is my home. I deserve to be here. And I'm going to enjoy it while I'm here. And who am I waiting to accept me? I don't give a damn about nobody outside of my family that don't accept me. I don't care about nobody. And I think the older I get, the more I feel that way. Accept me? Hell no. I don't care about you accepting me. I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care how you look at me. None of that. The only people I care about is my family and the few real friends that I have. Everybody else can eat out my butthole. I don't care. Do you remember that lady Cindy who used to come over here? She is Haitian, and she was over on her channel saying horrible things about black American women in French. No, I don't remember her. Out of billions of people, not all of them are trying to come here. I've been to Kenya and Nigeria, and going to Ghana soon doesn't mean I hate myself. I am from DC, and DC, contrary to what people believe, is very racist, but it's underlying. I agree. America is my home. I'm not going nowhere. I don't plan on leaving. I'm not leaving. Not I don't plan on leaving. And to show you how much I don't plan on leaving, I don't even have a passport. I ain't going nowhere. I heard the hatred from Africans comes from Africans being mad that they sell their best cooks, seamsters, inventors, musicians. I don't think that's it. I was thinking about moving back to Cali because I did feel a lot better being on that land. Most of my family members grew up in Riverside. Maybe, maybe it's maybe it's my growing up in California, and maybe it's kind of my I don't give a damn attitude also. I don't care what goes on in the world. I don't let things that go on in the world affect me to the point where it hurts me. I don't live in the world of racism. I don't go to the store thinking that somebody white is going to hurt my feelings, or everything that happens is because the person was white and they don't like me because I'm black. I don't, live thinking, oh, somebody's not going to like my nappy hair, or, people going to look at me crazy with this afro or what. I don't care. I don't. And if you care about every situation, everything that, racially happens on the news affects you on a deep soul level, you gonna always be a hurt person. You gonna always be hurt. It's gonna be bad for you. Yeah, I don't think the best were sold. Like it's still people there. The other people that were there were taught how to do the same things that people that were taken did. They still have basket weavers and hunters and, all of the people that made the thing. So I don't think that that's it. There's just some underlying hatred between Africans and Americans, but there's underlying hatred between Americans and Asians. It's a lot of people, and I didn't realize how much people hate Americans until I got on the internet and was seeing how people be talking shit about Americans. So, I don't care about that. Yeah, racism is everywhere, so you can't just say it's like just here. Yeah, exactly. Neither do I. I'm not going to be manipulated by others' narratives about America. This is my home, and it might not be perfect, but it's mine. I do think some people have moved because they wanted to feel better about themselves. There's a person I follow who used to be a Christian, then Hebrew Israelite, then ATR. Now she's not religious. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I was deeply into um, African spiritualism when I first started this channel. Like, I was really thinking about changing the channel name again and taking Omo Shun off because I'm not in that space anymore. I'm not in that. I'm just not there right now. And I just want to be Lashana. And I might do that for my birthday because, I'm about to be 60 and next year is going to be, a huge change. Like, gosh, the sun keeps changing. Like, I was really thinking on my birthday I might change the channel name and drop Omo Shun for a while. Because I'm not really into that anymore. For one thing, I don't like the way the religion is practiced here in America. I don't, all of the money and the conniving and, the profit and the gatekeeping, all of that stuff is getting on my nerves. And I just don't want to deal with it. It's like you can't find people that you trust that practice the religion. My husband is going to have to wake his ass up because we got to go get this dog some food. I need to go see if he woke. Hold on, y'all. Y'all talk to each other. I'll be right back. They ass still in there snoring. Gizmo too. Because Gizmo ain't going to get out the bed till my husband get out the bed. They ain't moving. Gizmo opened his eyes when he saw me. But he didn't get up. I have to order. I have to order his food. Naya said, I won't even shop at a store if I'm the black person in there. If you the only black person in there, I'm the only black woman that works in the salon I work in, and this is a first for me. Yeah, I come to the realization that, and I think this is what did it for me. The young lady that I wanted to work with, I knew she had cancer, and I had been talking to her on Facebook. She lived in the city right next to mine. She didn't live too far from me. And I wanted to work with her so bad because she was a priest of Oshun. And I wanted to work with her so bad, and she passed. She was going through cancer treatment, and I was praying so hard that she would pull through, and then I could work with her because she was close to me. She was close to where I lived, and she didn't make it. And I think that was it. That was it. After that, I hung up my leckers. I was like, and I think, I'm not gonna say that your spiritual journey comes to an end, but we're not all just locked into one spiritual journey. You come to a fork in the road and you can go in another direction. Like I always tell people, I believe in God. I never stopped believing in God. My relationship with God never ceased. I still prayed. I still enjoyed Christianity. I enjoy gospel music. There's still a deep connection there because Christianity is my foundation. I didn't come into African spirituality until I was in my 30s. Been a Christian all my life. So it's easy for me to, still get into that. I'm not into the politics of any religion. I don't think I could go to any church and really fall back into how I used to be. Like, I don't think that will ever happen. But as far as really practicing Lukumi or Santeria or anything like that on a formal level, I don't think I will ever do that. Now, if anything, I will probably do hoodoo or something because that you don't have to be initiated into, and you can still honor your ancestors and honor the Orishas, but you don't have to be under somebody's house. You can just do basically, how you want to do it, the way you want to do it. Is no formal way to practice hoodoo. So I still consider myself a spiritualist. I still consider that, but not under Lukumi or Santeria. Not under that umbrella is what I'm saying. And you don't have to be a spiritualist under that umbrella. You could just do what you want to do. That umbrella, you could just be. I miss some of y'all. Who they did dirty? Who they did dirty? I do think some people have moved because they wanted to feel better about themselves. Person, there's a person I follow who used to be a Christian and Hebrew Israelite in 18. Now she's not religious. And talks about the deception of being so wrapped up in racism. A lot of these people are all about money. It's not even about the spiritual practice anymore. It's about how much money they can make. And a lot of these Africans are the same way. Like I don't trust their ass either. Oh, I don't trip off of that. Because I've been in a lot of stores and I'm the only black person. I don't even look at people like that no more. Because if you look at situations like that, you always gonna be running from stuff. Just hold your head high. If you want something out the store, go in the store and get it. I've been in stores and been the only black person. I don't care no more. If it's something in there that I need, I'm gonna go get it. Plus, I live in an area where I may go somewhere and be the only black person because it's a lot of white people in my area. So what am I supposed to do? Not go to the grocery store because I'm the only black person? Walk out the grocery store, I'm hungry, but I go into the grocery store and see that I'm the only black person in there and I walk out? No, I'm gonna get my food. Forget them people. And half the time, them people ain't even thinking about you. They don't care nothing about you then. They're trying to get their apples and oranges. Girl, you got to stop that. You worried about what other people doing. Go in there and handle your business. You going in the bank. You the only black person in the bank. You gonna leave your money? Shit. Hell no. You know how many banks I done went to and ain't no black people there? I don't care who there. It could be an alien there. Give me my damn money. They could be green behind the counter. I don't care. Give me my money. Every bank you go to, I bet you be the only black person in there. Yeah, you go to the hospital, a white doctor coming in. What you gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna wait here until a black doctor come? No, girl, come on now. Yeah, I'm shit. It's some places I don't go to if it's too many black people there. It's some hoods I'm not going to because I'm scared of some of us. Mm-mm. If I pull up at 7-Eleven in the hood and it's too many black folks standing outside, I'm not gonna go there because I'm scared of their ass. Yo, it goes both ways. Let me pull up to 7-Eleven and there's 5 or 6 young black standing out too many, or go to the gas station and it's too many. Girl, I will pull off. Or you get ready. When I was young, when I was like in my 20s, you pull up to a situation and it's a bunch of young black men. You got to get your mind right because one of them out that group gonna have a slick mouth. So you got to prepare yourself for that. When you get around white people, you at least don't have, ain't no white men gonna come at you with no slick mouth because they don't have a slick mouth. I don't worry about going into situations where I live now being the only black person. If I go into a grocery store, Whole Foods, Whole Foods in Berkeley. Ain't It's black people in there, but you might go up in there and be the only black. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is mostly white. I go up in there. I don't care. I just don't care. It would have to be hella white people and just me for me to be like, oh shit, what's going on here? Yeah. It be my own people that I be tripping off of. Yeah, cause some of these black folks be, and it don't always be the dudes either. Some black women be disrespectful as hell too. So I don't know. I don't even trip off of white people like that no more. Maybe I did when I was younger, felt uncomfortable. I'm 58 years old. A lot of the stuff that I was uncomfortable with when I was in my 20s, I don't give a damn about now. And some of y'all haven't got to the point where I have gotten. I'm telling you, after 48, 49, you start to get into that I don't give a damn mode. You do. It's like a switch flip in your mind. And you just stop caring about a lot of the shit that you used to care about. You don't care about it anymore. It's not important to you anymore. You realize that shit's not important. Let me tell y'all something. I be putting these glasses on and taking them off because they're readers. And when I look at stuff that's not words, they kind of irritate my eyes. Now, as long as I'm reading, I'm okay. But if I look, up, it kind of irritates my eyes. That's why I take them off and put them back on so much. Because I'm only trying to keep them on when I'm reading what you guys are saying. But I try to take them off when I'm not trying to read. And I think that's become a nervous tick for me. Because I notice how many times I do it in videos. So if you guys notice it too, just know that when I'm looking, and I don't like looking over the glasses into, I don't know. If you wear readers, then you may understand what I'm saying. I need to get my real glasses so that I don't have to do that, but I can't find them. But people leave me alone, period. I guess because I have that resting bitch face. Don't nobody bother me. No one bothers me. Shit, I haven't been cared for properly by some black doctors. I think that's just doctors in general. I'm not leaving the doctor's office, though, just because I don't see anybody. Naya, you going to have to work through that, sweetheart. That's not normal. Oh, send it to me. Send it to me on Facebook so I can see what you're talking about. But don't all places of business serve black people? I don't know any places of business in 2023 that don't serve black people. Don't there where you live, there are places of business that don't serve black people? I'm confused, Naya. Phoenix. Phoenix, you're not that much taller than me, are you? I'm 5'3". You don't look that tall to me. Girl, I ain't short and cute. All my little hair done turned gray. I have been told that I have resting bitch face since I was a teenager. My mama used to when I was a usher. My mama used to sit in her seat and she would go like this at me to make me, because she said that I would be standing on post with my lips poked out. Mom, that's just how my face looks. I can't help it. She would be, and then I would be standing there like this. Trying to force myself, I keep spitting at this computer screen, trying to force myself to smile. I just naturally have resting bitch face. I can't help it. You 5'8". You don't look like it in your pictures. You don't look that tall. Yeah, I'm little. The only thing I got on me is weight. I'm a little person. If I have on a wig, it makes me appear taller because you know the wigs be fluffy. But when I have my hair like this, I look little. I'm little. People always used to tell me to smile. I just have that look. I can't help that. I have resting bitch face. Oh, yeah, my mama was little. My dad was tall, but my mama was little too. I got little from my mom. Short. I like being short though. Yeah, I've always liked tall men. I like when people tell me I'm little. But I am small compared to, even Amani is taller than I am now. Finally. I think my grandson, I gotta take pictures with him to see. But he should be taller than me now. The last pictures that me and him took, he wasn't quite taller than I am. And that was when he was playing football last season. But he should be there now. But let me see, where's that picture of me and my son and Amani together? I never wanted to be tall though. Damn, Gizmo, you got hella pictures in here. I know we just took some pictures because my son, they came over to the house like 2 weekends ago. They was going to come over to the house Sunday, but yeah, I'm little. So she's taller. She is officially taller than I am. And my son is 6 feet. So Amani is pretty tall. And he wasn't standing straight up because he was taking a picture. So I'm little. I'm just chubby. I lose some of this weight, I'm going to be small for real. No, he's 6 feet. The peanut gallery is 6 feet. He tall. Cause him and my son, they like the same height. Peanut gallery is tall. He just big. And he always been, the peanut gallery has always been the tallest kid in his class. He's always been tall for his age. Because I saw some of his. He always in the back in all of his little school pictures because he was tall. Girl, when I make a scene, oh, it's a problem. That's why I don't even like to get mad. Because when I get mad, my voice get high pitched. It's ugly. She said we remind her of the garden gnomes. And you know, the peanut gallery do not really like my gnomes. Now he indulges me, but he's not a gnome lover. How you not like gnomes though? Like he don't dislike them. Yeah, he's 6 feet. He don't dislike them, but he don't like them. How you not like them? I love them. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. I hate when you do that. When I say come here, I mean come all the way to me, not come within 5 feet of me. Why do you look down so they can see your face? He needs to be groomed. He is so fluffy. He needs to be combed out because he got a couple of kinks in him. So I'm going to have to get your brush and brush you. You need to be brushed. Okay? Where's your brush? Huh, buddy? Where's your brush, buddy? Now, he don't want me to pick him up, but he wants to sit right here next to me, and he wants me to rub his back. You gone? You gone? Mommy gonna get your brush and brush you today, okay? I gotta find it. I don't know where that damn brush is, child. You need a good brushing. Okay? Daddy ain't gonna come get you? He said, no, he ain't coming to get me. He won't open the door and let me. I'm not gonna open the door and let you back in the house. The only thing I had for breakfast this morning was some fruit, and I'm getting hungry. Girl, I don't know why he better love these gnomes, because I'm not giving up my gnome addiction. That is one thing I'm definitely not going to give up. Every time I go in the dollar store, every time I go to the dollar store and I go to Big Lots, I'm looking for gnomes. Yeah, Amani gonna be tall because Amani's mama is like 4'11". Her mama's short. She a little Filipino. Amani got height from our side of the family. Because her other grandmother was short. I was like, y'all ain't gonna get up. They thought you was short. Wait. Go stand back there so they can see you tall.
Huh?
Go stand back there so they can see.
Stand back where?
Stand over there, and I'm gonna stand next to you so they can see you tall. Stop playing. Stand up, Goofy. Look how tall. Babe, stop. Look how tall he is. Stand up straight.
I am standing up straight.
So you can look 6 feet. See how tall he is? The peanut gallery ain't short. I ain't got no short man.
We've been up.
The only person you have been up lie.
No, we've been up a couple times.
Because the last time I came in there, y'all was snoring.
Did Bobby never came back, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I figured he did. Okay.
Yeah. But he left
Okay.
this morning, I guess. But I don't know when. Because I never heard him come back. But he did come back because when I got up this morning. No, you know what? He may not have came back.
He had to have.
No, babe. When I woke up this morning, when I woke up this morning at 8:30, Bobby was walking through the door. And he had a bag.
Okay.
And then he left again.
That makes
so
sense.
he may not have came back last night, huh?
No, he didn't come back last night until, because like I said, last night, what time? We got up twice. And I looked out the window. I didn't see him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Yeah. I woke up about 8:30.
But see, when I just went, the toilet seat was up. And I was like, I don't never leave this thing up.
Oh.
And so I said, okay, he must have came back in.
Yeah. About 8 something.
You left it up.
Why would I leave the toilet?
Exactly.
And why would I use the guest bathroom?
Exactly.
Yeah. You gonna have to go get Gizmo some food.
They won't send it?
We'll talk about it in a minute. You bring your phone out here? No.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a text message. Cause I don't know how to mute the oh yes I do. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I'm slow. Yeah, okay. He looked like he was my height in some pictures. Nah, girl, he ain't no 5'8". My husband tall. That's because most of the pictures that you see my husband in, he's sitting down. He don't look tall when he's sitting down. But
I'm tall on the inside.
he got long legs. He tall. He tall. I likes me a tall man with broad shoulders. He got big old arms and shoulders. Yeah, he's never, like, he's always, lately, the only pictures that I've been taking of my husband, we at restaurants, and of course he leaned over the plate. Shit, be eating. I gotta stop taking all the pictures of you every time we go to a restaurant and you eating. Like, the only thing we ever do is eat.
Speaking of which,
I didn't have no breakfast.
were we that other place I sent you wasn't the Brazilian steakhouse?
Oh,
The
it
first
wasn't?
place. The first one I sent.
I thought the first place you sent me was the Brazilian steakhouse.
No, I sent.
Hey, any of y'all been to the Brazilian steakhouse? Because they got them all over the place. They have one in Texas. I know they have one in Texas. And they have different ones than that one that's just here in the Bay. I think those are chain restaurants. So anybody been to uh, the Brazilian steakhouse? I was I was thinking about going for my birthday, but I don't know if I want to do it for my birthday though. Yeah, he tall. I didn't already have one. Well, my first husband, he wasn't short, but he was 5'7" is short. Ain't 5'7" short for a man, or is that average?
It's about average.
He was 5'7", and so one of my kids is he between 5'7" and 5'9", something like that. Gary about 5'8". No, we ain't even gonna give him 5'8", babe.
Maybe.
I think he about 5'8", cause I think he was a hair taller than Willie. And Hakeem said he's 6 feet. Hakeem look about 6 feet. I'm really surprised that Hakeem got tall because he was always short. Everybody used to call him Shorty. He was short and chubby, but he tall now. He got tall like my. He took his height from my dad's side of the family. Whoa, that Brazilian steakhouse is on our list of restaurants to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Not Florida. Not the way they cutting up in Florida. I don't think any black people right now should be living in Florida. There's too much going on in Florida right now. They don't even want to teach anything about black history. They trying to erase black history in Florida. My birthday is Thursday. This Thursday. So I want y'all to show out. Because I think this is going to be it for Omo Oshun. I think we're going to change the channel name and we're going to move on.
I'm gonna be almost.
August the 17th. My husband said he's going to carry the Omo Oshun banner. Because right now, I'm not doing any more Orisha teachings or none of that kind of stuff. So y'all may wake up and the channel name be changed for my birthday. Thursday, I want y'all to show out. Happy birthday! I'm just going to be grateful to be here. Just be grateful for another year, another day's journey, and I'm glad about it. I'm going to be posting so much on my birthday. I'm probably going to twerk on my birthday and everything. I'm going to be on TikTok twerking. I'm going to act crazy this whole weekend. I'm going to be cray. Do you hear me? Cray. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Huh, babe?
Mm-hmm.
He don't care. Because he don't celebrate birthdays like that. He don't even care. If I don't tell him happy birthday and his mama, He wouldn't even care if it was his birthday. We gonna be popping bottles, and it's a bottle of champagne already in the refrigerator. We gonna be popping bottles on my birthday, mimosas. Hopefully, Imani will come down for the weekend. I'm gonna have to tell her. We're not gonna do the cake until Saturday, so we not gonna do a whole lot on my actual birthday. We're probably just me and my husband, and probably go out to dinner. But that weekend, hopefully, my son will come and uh, we can do something. But we gonna pop that bottle of champagne for sure, for sure. I don't even drink like that. Gizmo, Gizmo, you gonna drive your little self crazy. All I hear is tick, 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 tick. What you gonna eat for breakfast?
I'm looking something.
Come on!
What?
I want a sandwich from Jack in the Box. That's why I can't lose no weight. I'll make me an egg. Cause I scrambled some eggs last night at like 9 o'clock. I ate all my yogurt. Let me order this dog food while we on here, so they can bring it while we're talking. He got one for his breakfast, but he don't have nothing for dinner. Is it Petco or PetSmart? I think it's PetSmart. Buy again. Yepers. I get the same two things every time. Okay, Gizmo, your food coming. I want to visit Hawaii and New Orleans. Then we're going to Jamaica now. Now that's what I do want to do. I do want to go to New Orleans. Hawaii, they had that big fire out there. They're telling people don't come to Maui because that fire was huge. Egypt, I want to see the pyramids. Girl, after Kevin on stage and his wife went to the pyramids and they showed what that tour was like, I was like, I will never do that. Ever. If you claustrophobic, you can't do that tour because it was like tight spaces and dusty and I don't want to do that. I definitely want to go to New Orleans. New York City? I kind of want to go to New York. You want to go to New York?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to. I want to go to New Orleans so bad. And I want to visit you know, all the touristy places of New Orleans, like the voodoo cemeteries and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. If I let her go, I may not bring her back. I may not. Maybe I will change it to Mambo Mama. Not Omo Oshun, but Mambo Mama, because Mambo Mama is hoodoo. She's not, she's more of my spiritual side than Omo Oshun being strictly Orisha. So we may do that. Let 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 Oshun go. And now everybody want to be Oshun. I never want to be something that everybody else want to be. Everybody want to be Oshun. When I first came on here as Omo Oshun, I was the first one that I saw on social media. Like, I didn't see a whole bunch of people, claiming Oshun. Now everybody named Mammy is Oshun. And it's kind of irritating. Yeah, but see, we can still have those discussions. I don't have to be Oshun to have those discussions, though. We can still have those discussions sometime. Yeah, I am legit. Where some of those people, I think they just claiming her. I'm legit a child of Oshun. Initiated, been through the wash, scrub down, naked in front of a whole lot of people. It wasn't just one person in there. When you get scrubbed down and initiated, you you are really naked in front of your brothers and sisters. So yeah, I really did that. Oh no, I would never get rid of my Alekes. No, you don't get rid of that just because you're not practicing. They're still very much sacred to me. I just don't wear them like that. Sundrop said, "What? Oh yeah, girl. They scrub you down in front of everybody. Because you're releasing. You're releasing, and you're not. It's nothing to be ashamed of. These people are now considered your brothers and sisters. So yeah, I've really been through a actual initiation twice. So I mean, all of the content is still there. I will not get rid of the content. The content is still there. Those playlists and stuff will forever be there. I'm not going to get rid of that. Just change the channel name. That's it. Phoenix said it's Beyonce's fault. It is. Because soon as Beyonce came out and, had her, we're going to have to leave in a minute because my battery is dead on the Mac. It's about to die on this MacBook. Soon, and I don't have a plug out here. It's a plug out here, but I don't feel like going in the house to get the cord. Soon as Beyonce came out with an inkling of Oshun, people went crazy. Then everybody named Mammy wanted to be Oshun. I wanted to talk about how B Love talked about Halloween too. She said that Halloween was the opposite of Christmas. Christmas is where you love Jesus, and Halloween is where you love the devil. Where do these people get these thoughts from? Halloween is worshiping the devil. I love Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays when it comes to decorations and going into stores looking at I love Halloween decorations. I love Halloween as much as I love Christmas. B Love sound crazy when she said that shit. Halloween is fun. And even her son was talking about how she took Halloween away from him as a child. And he has some childhood trauma around that. She wouldn't let him celebrate Halloween as a child. And he said that the first time he went trick or treating, he was 20 years old because he grew up with his mother telling him that Halloween was basically loving the devil. I grew up Christian, and I'm so glad that my mother wasn't that Christian. I grew up with Halloween wearing costumes and, the whole 9 yards. Like, my mother wasn't that Christian. She allowed me to be a child. Yeah, we had Hallelujah night at my church, but my mom let me go trick or treating. She let me be a kid. I was a little churchy kid, but she still let me be a kid. And so B Love's son was talking about, growing up with B Love and her husband Nate. I didn't realize how churchy they were until him and B Love was talking about it in a video yesterday. He was talking about how churchy his mama was and how it was growing up with them, going to church so often and not being able to participate in a lot of things because of the fact that they were churchy. He talked about his mama not cussing and stuff like that. Like, my mother didn't really curse either. She had to be super mad to curse. I didn't get my cursing spirit from my mama. I curse. And I've been cursing for a long time. I was cursing as a little kid. My mama just didn't know it. I just didn't do it at home. But I be at school cussing people out. I've been cussing. So sometimes I have to control myself on here because I am a cursor. And I try not to curse as much on the channel. But that cursing spirit been on me. You think of the girl from Wildin' Out, the one that died? Oh, B. Simone. Oh, yeah, I don't know her like that. Yeah, my mom always let me go trick-or-treating. Oh, yeah. I know who B. Simone is, but I don't really follow her on social media. I I don't even have to be upset to cuss. I'll just be cussing. I think it's a bad habit for me. I heard she was obnoxious. I've heard people on social media talk about her. A lot of people say she's really irritating. I guess that's why I don't follow her. I'm finna go, y'all, because I don't want my battery to die completely. Plus, I'm hungry, so I'm finna see if my husband is gonna be nice enough to give me something to eat. What happened to your arm right there? It looked like you burnt yourself.
No, that was when I threw that leaf over the fence. That cut.
Really? It cut you like that? The thing was that
No,
sharp?
no, it cut and then the scab just came off of it.
All right, y'all. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. If I do another video today, it'll just be a regular video. Make sure y'all watching all these videos, okay? Because, I want my money. Okay, I want YouTube to run me my money. So y'all make sure y'all watching all of the videos and so I can get my little coin. I will see you guys later. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.